Honestly, this was a turning point in my wealth building journey that really changed everything. From what started from a good financial decision, started to become into a sort of unhealthy obsession with money. I wasn't just tracking every single dollar, but I was doing everything that I could to save every single penny. I was buying the cheapest foods, I wasn't going out, I was cutting corners at every single chance I could get. I was doing everything that I could to never spend any money. And so my relationship with money was still broken. And that's when I realized that I really need to start working smarter, not harder, and turn this obsession into a healthy balance. So I decided that I need to build a system that would let me do all of my savings and investings and tracking automatically. So with all the bank accounts, investment accounts that I had, I set up all these automations that would go from my checkings account to my savings account and then to my investments accounts automatically. And I called it the financial flywheel. Basically, whenever I got paid, I had several automations that would automatically move my money for me. One automation would go from my checkings account to my high yield savings account for my emergency fund. Another automation would go from my checkings account to my retirement accounts like my Roth IRA. And then another automation will go from my checkings account into my individual brokerages. This way I can ensure that I'm automatically saving and investing without even doing any of the hard work and without even looking at all of my transactions. I also started investing into a budgeting app so I don't have to manually write everything down on an Excel sheet. It was free, but it would just automatically do everything. So then once a month or once a quarter, I can look and see how well I did and what was my savings rate. Now it's time to build the habits and the systems that would eventually run themselves so I can effortlessly build and save my wealth. And this works really well because there's even research in behavioral science that shows that routines and automation help avoid decision fatigue. You're more likely to stick to the plan when you don't have to decide every single time. But now I had the infrastructure and the systems in place where I didn't have to micromanage every single dollar. And honestly, this was a turning point in my wealth building journey that really changed everything.